Hello everybody, this is Craft Chat, answering your crafty questions today and making some paper clips with altered paper clips with a couple of different things. I'm going to start with some embroidery floss and then maybe work in some braille paper. Okay, so just doing fun and different things. Where are the paper clips? Okay, here's the paper clips. All right, also answering your crafty questions from YouTube and also picking a new winner of the Scrap Challenge. Not Scrap Challenge, the Scrappy Contest. Yes, for a pile of Pam scraps from, because other people's scraps are so much fun, more fun than our own. All you need to do to enter the Scrap Challenge is to post a comment on this video, and then you will be automatically entered into next week's Scrap Contest Winner pool. And I will draw that with the YouTube random comment picker. So let's get started. Sunshine, you're in my chair, but that's okay. Here comes Mother. Good luck. Okay, now we have to raise the chair because my chair's too short. Hang on. Whoop, hang on, Sonny. All right, everything's fine. Okay. And, okay, so... yeah, I'm way behind on my decorated paper clips or altered paper clips. And here I've got some that I used some alcohol ink to dye. And somebody was asking me about this recently. So what I do is I get a little plastic Ziploc bag and then I put some paper clips in. I've done this with the ones that are coated in plastic along with the ones that are just naked metal. All different kinds because I never know where I get my paper clips from. They all end up in one thingy. And I squirt some alcohol ink in there, maybe 4 or 5 drops, mush the bag around to coat the paper clips, and then open the bag and let it air dry. And come back maybe a day later, and then you're going to get paper clips like this. Sometimes when you're putting the paper clip on a white piece of paper, you might get a little bit of transference, but it's not bad. I mean, if it's just kind of a grungy, rustic sort of weathered paper clip look without having to rust them or anything like that, or using rusty paper clips. Okay, so okay, I'm going to put you down, Bun, because you're very entranced with the we have right now two what are they called? Not sawgrass mills, not saw palmetto. There are two birds. What do you guys? Sandhill cranes. Yes, I have 2 sandhill cranes that are on the neighbor's driveway beside us, and Sonny can see them when he sits in the chair. So there you go. All right, so I have some little bits of, where are you, little bits? I keep throwing you in here. Little bits of thread, embroidery floss. Where are you? Look, I have tons of them. Okay, what's this? This looks like a clump of something. Maybe I'm going to try and grab a bunch of these and put them on a paper clip. Let me attempt this. See if this is possible. I want to use a bunch. Get a little fluffy. A little fluffy. Oh, you're a long one. Maybe we'll double you. All right, let's try that. Are you too thick? I don't know. I don't know at this point. We're just going to try it. Okay, I'm putting it in there. Being mindful to keep your opening at the bottom, away from where your little tassel will be, and then attempting to tie a knot. Maybe once, maybe twice, probably once in this case, because I think that's all I can do. And yeah, I'll just see if I can. So that's the basic concept. And if you want to, if you're unsure about the tightness of the knot, you can always come along and put a little glue dab right there if you want to do that. Not absolutely necessary with most strings, but every once in a while you get a slippery string and it's just easier. So there we go. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't too hard. Let's just crank out a bunch of these whilst we answer questions and pick our Scrappy Contest winner. Here we go. All right. Linny Daniels. Pam, I asked the question earlier today, what is the most valuable item you've ever found in a book? Okay. And she also asked, I would also like to ask how you handle getting phone calls and text messages while you are trying to record your videos. For recording my videos, I go on airplane mode, and that handles that little issue. I haven't quite figured out how to do that with my podcasts. I think my podcasts won't record unless I've got internet connection, so I kind of wing it, and sometimes I get a phone call, and then I don't answer the phone call. I wasn't sure if when I answer the phone call, does that stop the podcast from recording? And I've tried that a few times, but it messed everything up. So I've decided to ignore the phone call if it comes in, and I'll just call the person back later. It doesn't happen all that often. In the day of everybody texts more than calls, it hasn't been a huge problem, but you know, it does happen. And with the video, it's easy because I just use airplane mode when I record my videos on my phone. And there you go. Let's see another question. I love this little oh, Helen Gibson asks, how do you live so close to a Hobby Lobby and not spend every day there? Oh, because I found out that Hobby Lobby is probably the most expensive place to buy things. Yes. So when, you know, everything happened a couple of years ago, more online shopping started for me. And then I started to discover places, and actually before that, because I love to go to thrift shops and flea markets and garage sales and antique stores and stuff like that. And often you can find used craft supplies, gently used, and it's so much less expensive. Now don't get me wrong, I love a good Hobby Lobby journey. It's fun. It's so intriguing to see the new items and their pretty packaging and all that kind of thing too. But you know, I'm a girl who likes to save her money too. And if I you know, have a lot of things that I want to get, I gotta spend my shekels wisely. So yes. If I can find it used or thrifted, I will get that. But if I need to get it new or I need it right away or something like that, I will go into a Hobby Lobby. And it is very, very easy to spend your entire bank account money on in Hobby Lobby. Yes. But my best advice is use what you got. Use what you got first. Go shopping at home first. And if you can't find it, try the thrift stores. And if you can't find it, then you're like, you know, try Hobby Lobby or go online or something like that. There you go. That's a cutie. Nothing fascinating here. I just need to make these. And okay, so we did this one and we did that one. And okay, somebody asked on the video titled somebody. Her name is Karen Katgara. She asks how to make an envelope from a square paper with tab closure for a junk journal. Will this work if you use 12 by 12 paper? I think I used smaller paper in there, either 8 by 8 or 6 by 6. But absolutely any square paper will work. You'll just end up with a bigger envelope. And that can be desirable sometimes. Maybe you want to use it for ephemera storage or, you know, who knows. But it will absolutely work as long as your paper is square. And there are ways to do it, even if you don't. I don't know about the closure tab, maybe. But even if you don't have a square paper, you can pretty much make an envelope out of any paper. I think I just showed you how to make an envelope out of printer paper. So maybe just check that video out for a basic idea. And but yes, you can go forward and make your... okay, so here's a little trick I'm attempting now. Don't know if this works, but if you have strings of different lengths and they're maybe hard to tie, let's try twisting them all and then tying it. Yeah, let's just try that. Let's see if that works. Okay, they're coming undone. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe you can only do it as far as the shortest one is. You got to grab your... maybe we should put it in here first. Let's put it in here first, in our little paper clip. Stick it in there, bring it through, and let's try twisting now. I don't know. Does this make a difference? Probably not, but maybe it's easier to tie because things are together, and there's not so many spider legs flying in every direction as we attempt to tie the knot. Now you may say to yourself, Pam, you really should do the extra knot to close it, but it's going to get so bulky and I don't think this is going to come undone. And if you don't like them that long, you can trim them off and guess what? You have a whole nother set of little pieces of things to play with. I'm going to put those in a pile over there because you never know. And I think that's just cute. Okay. All right. So here, can you see the dunsies? Here's the dunsies. All right. Next question we have Leanne Taslady's Treasures asks, when you do fabric on the cover of a journal, do you wash the fabric before you use it? Ideally, yes, especially if it's bedding, I would definitely wash that. If it's an an upholstery material designed to make chairs or couches or things like that, probably not, just because I don't know if it's going to survive being washed, but yes, I do recommend if you're going to use anything like towels or bedding or clothing or anything like that, just have the courtesy to launder things first. I think it's going to also serve your journal making better, because your items are going to be free of any debris or grease or, you know, whatever. You're just going to get whatever off of it, and that's going to be nicer for everybody concerned. Oh, look, we seem to have a little braiding of something going on here. I think I must have done this at another time and another day, and I think what I was doing, I was attempting to make a braided closure, and I braided, and I braided, and I braided, and I braided, and at some point, I got tired of braiding, and it just stopped. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut that off there, and make some little paper clip, I'm going to tie the end, and call it a day on that lovely little piece. Yeah, this is fun. See, now I'm putting that to good use. Now I'm feeling good. Okay, let's just cut that off and tie a knot here. So that's something else you can do with your embroidery floss. You can tie it and braid it and have some fun, and then decorate a paper clip. Look at you going to town. Yeah, we'll pull out this lovely pink one. Okay, go in there. No fussing. And dun, da, da, da. Maybe made this one a little long, but you know. Okay, if it's a little long, maybe we can do a bow. Let's try. It'll be gonna be a real small bow because it's kind of in that in-between length, you know? Come on, baby. Nope. This is where it gets a little tricky. Yeah, can she do it? I don't know. Let's maybe make it a little longer and get this guy through. That if I could just get that little guy through. I think I lost him again. Oh, more. Lordy me. Okay, bigger. Go for a bigger loop. Here we go. Third time's a charm. This is going to be it. It's going through. I can see it. I can grab it. All I got to do is pull. Go, pull. Pull. Ugh. Okay, I got my loops. Got my loops, and I'm feeling good, and I got a bow. That's all right. You know, I just want you to know that crafting is no easier for me than it is for you. I am just some woman crafting over here trying to figure this out, same as everybody else. Okay, there we go. Got my bow. All right, I'm calling it good. There you go, in the pile of dunsies. Yeah, put you over there more. So you can, oh, here, let me put these dunsies on a paper so you can see them. This is our great accomplishment. Did I just show you my plastic teeth? I may have. Yeah, those are my braces. I decided to take them out so I can speak more clearly. They put more plastic in my mouth, which makes it even a little more difficult to talk, so I took them out. There you go. Don't tell my dentist. Okay, there we are. All right, next. Lynette Palmer asked, Pam, hello Pam, I was wondering, how do you know when your journal is full enough? What a great question, Lynette. If anybody has seen my journals lately, probably within the last couple of years, you know that there's no ending to how fat I will make them. And it's entirely up to you. And I would say the journal will tell you when it's done. And don't go based on whenever anybody else says, oh this, oh that, because there are journal lovers of all types. Some people love very flat journals. Some people love very chock full journals. Some people love every third page decorated, but still a lot of writing room. Some people love explore type journals where everything is a pop-up or a flip or something exciting happens on every page. So there's no right or wrong. Oh, I forgot, I totally dropped that. The journal will tell you when it is done. And it's often your own heart or your own imagination saying, okay, it's done. And sometimes if you start if you're decorating your junk journal and you decorate from front to back, that can cause your front of your journal to be very fat, and then when you get tired and you just want to finish the journal, if that happens, the back gets thin. So I recommend staggering your decorating. If you have 3 signatures, do some decorating in the front, then move to the middle, then move to the back, and keep cycling through that way. Maybe you're going to do pockets first, then you're going to do tucks, then you're going to do paper clipped items, then you're going to do rubber stamping. I mean, whatever it is, that will balance your bulkage, and at least it will be somewhat uniform in bulkage all the way through. Yeah, so there's no right amount, wrong amount. There's no right size of a journal, wrong size of a journal. There's no right way to decorate one, wrong way to decorate one. And you can call him whatever you like. Call him Fred. call them Fred. They'll answer, I promise. And okay, so we got that one. And let's see, where are we this time? Oh yeah, we're good. And Suvi asks, loyal longtime subbies. And yes, we love playing with you and all your papers and glue. Do you have any idea where I put my journal stencil? I know I put it away in a safe place. Thank you very much for adding fun and joy to our crafting. That is funny. Yes, I am not alone. Thank you for substantiating that. Suvi, I don't know what it is. I call them little desk elves or desk gremlins. They come and they hide things right in plain sight. And you know, I could be sitting there and looking for my scissors for an hour, yet they're right there and I can't see them. I don't know what it is. But I haven't physically moved. I know they didn't get up and walk away, but they're supposed to be somewhere close by. And I don't know what that is. What is that? Does that happen to other people? It happens to me all the time. It doesn't matter whether the camera's on or the camera's off. The stuff hides. And I'll in my grand attempts at being very meticulous and organized, which often fail, but I do pull everything out and I say, okay, Pam, have everything at the ready. You like to have it just grab and go. That's your big song and dance, right? Grab and go. And then, yeah, you can't find it. I don't know. You put a paper on top of something and it's hidden for forevermore. Oh, there's a pretty little paper clip. Those are kind of cute, aren't they? All right, let's see what we'll do with you. I'll just tie you up there. Should I do a bow? You got a little extra here. Let's see if we can do this again. Oh, maybe I'll use the knot to push through. That might be easier. Let's see. If not, not. Okay, sometimes we end up with what I want to call the breast cancer awareness slip knot. Sometimes that happens. Nothing wrong with that. That's cute. I think it's loose though. Yeah, it's going to come undone. All right, so maybe we're going to do a double knot in here because it's a little thin and I can do that. And then we can call it done. Okay. Yeah, be easy on yourself. Try different things. Let's double this one up and see what happens. Oh, I do need to tie this at the end. My little grand effort of braiding is coming undone. All right, let's go back to the questions. Let's see what you're asking. Got that one. Crystal Williams says, my cropophile, I think she meant crocodile. My cropophile did a weird thing. I had it set on 1/8 and was punching holes, and the little punch metal got stuck in the crocodile. Have you ever had this happen to you? I did have one crocodile fail, and I'm only on number 2, so I've crocodiled a lot. I think it got stuck in the down position for some reason. And I just, honestly, I went to Hobby Lobby and I just bought another one and kept going. So sometimes a tool fails, and it happens. And what I would just say is, okay, just either try and fix the tool, YouTube how to fix the tool, and if you can't figure out that, go get another one. If it's a great one. Now maybe you might be able to squirt a little WD-40 or something in there. Maybe it just got stuck, and maybe it just needs to be released. I would do some wigglage and re-pumping, re-opening and closing of it. Where's my crocodile? Okay. Oh. All right. Here it is. Always very close. Okay, so this is, can you see that? It's on the 1/8. And that means it's going to be you can't see that. That's the little one. That's the 1/8. This is the 3/16. That's a fat one. The fat hole, the bigger hole. 1/8 is in the middle. And that's, oh, what the heck was that? Oh, it must be halfway or something. Oh yeah, look at that. See, I wasn't right on it. Oh, I wonder if that's happened. Just make sure that you slide it right into the 1/8. And make sure you're just using the 1/8. I've never seen 2 come down before. Huh. Well, what do you know? But now I remember that little thing that came down came out. I mean, it went flying across the floor and landed on, under the desk somewhere. That's when I had to go get another one. But I've probably used these crocodiles, the first one probably for about 5 years, and this one ever since then, I would say. And pretty good tool. I mean, I like using it. Some people like to make their holes with awls, A-W-L, a pokey tool basically, with a handle, or using a needle, or like a screwdriver and a hammer and nail, or something like that. There's a lot of different ways to make holes and things. You don't have to have the fancy crocodile, but boy, it sure, if you're going to make a lot of things, it sure does make life easy. I would say investing in a good tool that you use a lot, that makes your crafting easier, if it's something that you do repetitively over and over and over again, is worth it. If it's something that you're going to do once in a blue moon, and I don't take this advice, just let's be that, like, okay, I have 1,000 paper punches that I rarely use. I don't follow this advice, but if I did, it would be really smart. Only buy things that you're going to use a lot. Now, here's the caveat to that. How do you know you're going to use it a lot until you buy it? Because you don't know if you're going to love it or not, right? So there goes that out the window. I know. It's not easy. You know, there are tough decisions to be made when you're a crafter, and you just have to roll up your sleeves and make them. Yep, you just decide for yourself how many shekels are in your pot, and can you live without them? Yep, and only you can answer that lovely question. Okay. I'm not sure if that helped, but that's my 2 cents. Okay. Liberty Lost asks, let me see if I find the question. Do you save most of your cardboard boxes, or do you save only what you want to use right away? Tough question. And I've stood in both worlds. Sometimes I'll want to make a journal cover with maybe cereal box cover or something, or I don't have enough chipboard lying around, and I'll just say to myself, Pam, all that cereal you ate and you just threw away those boxes and now you need it. So what I do is I try to keep what I call a manageable amount on hand. Don't keep everything, or you will crowd you and your family out of house and home, and it will not look like the place you originally moved into. It's okay to let some things go, but you can also have some fun and challenge yourself. Okay, maybe every time I eat processed food, every time I eat a frozen dinner, every time I eat cookies or something, gosh darn it, I'm going to use that box and turn it into something. That's kind of a fun personal challenge, right? But let's say you're a bit of a snacker. You know what I mean? You're a bit of a snacker and you've eaten quite a few, and you can't physically make that many journals. It's okay to let them go. Yeah, it is. It's okay. I don't want you to feel like you have to hang on to everything. I do take garbage out to the curb, like I did this last night because it came this morning, and that's important, and that's a good feeling. I would say just have a small stash on hand in case you need stuff, and then as you draw from that stash, next time you have a few extra pieces, tuck them back in there. That number is going to be your own personal call. You know how quickly you generate items. Maybe you're a big crafter and everybody gets a crafted gift for Christmas, or you're selling your craft and you need to have more supplies on hand in order to make your things. And you know, anytime that you use found items, things that would have ended up in the landfill, you are also saving money on your base products, which is a very wise thing for a crafter to do. Use the things that come into your universe. Well, let's make an extra chubby one on this. Oh, that won't work. Okay, let's try that. We'll do 3. Oh, see, you can do 3 instead of 2 if it's not the right length. Okay, here's an interesting colored paper clip. It's periwinkle with a little bit of purple alcohol ink on it. How about that? Yeah, we got possibilities here. All right. Time to tie the one knot. Okie dokie. Here we go. Here we go. And I think maybe we will now make some Braille paper clips as well. Maybe at least some bases. Yeah, very cute. Okay. Put you over there. Bring the Braille paper over. Bring the Braille. Bring the Braille. Okay, Braille is cool. If you've never felt Braille, I do have it in my FUNDLEs, but you may come across some in life and just admire the ability for somebody to read that. Oh my God, I can barely tell the dots apart from each other, or where one cluster of dots starts and another one, one stops and one starts. Like, look how close that is. The L, G, O, I don't know. It just amazes me. Okay. I like the torn edge, nothing wrong with that. Fold that. Now, since this is kind of a neutral color, maybe I'm going to put a colored paper clip in here. Yeah, why not, right? Some come colored and some I've colored. Well, let's try putting you in here. All right, now, the inside one should hold the small loop, I think. That's kind of the way I do it. I put the inside one there. It does have a little bit of color that comes off, but not a lot. I mean, it's nothing worth fussing over. No, I wouldn't fuss. And then just coming on here. And yeah, I really need to transfer this. See, even with a small hole in the Fabrifix bottle, I don't know, I think it comes out kind of big. I've been lazy, I need to transfer that. And I'm just going to make a bunch of these bases up. And I could glue things on them, or I can just leave them as is for interest. Because I think Braille is pretty cool. All right, here we go. Just put this on that little small loop on the inside, fold in half, small loop on inside, and then glue shut. I'm probably doing this completely differently than I've done before, but you know, things change around here at a moment's notice. Maybe I'll make some longer ones. You can do long. See, there's no have to size with this stuff, which is kind of cool. You can go long, you can go short. Very fun. What do you think, Sunny? I think it's all good, Mom. Just keep playing with paper. Okay. Got it. Yeah, just mush it together. Yeah. Yeah, all done. Okay. Yeah, they're easy to make. They come together relatively quickly, and reward and satisfaction is high. Loving it. And then just going to have a bunch of these at the ready. Oh, didn't even fold that one. Look at that. That was a little too quickly. All right, so let's answer a couple more questions, and then we will do the Scrappy Contest Winner. Yes, who will be the winner today? Will it be you? Okay, let's see. All right. Question, do you keep anything you make, or do you sell it all? Good question. This is from Victoria Anders. I keep a lot of the stuff that I make, especially when I was making it in the beginning. I liked to track the history of my learning process so I could see what worked, what didn't, and how I could improve. So I always recommend that to people. Your first few items I would recommend hanging on to, just because, I don't know, I find it very nostalgic to go back and look at your own history and see how far you've come, see what you've learned. You're also going to forget a lot of stuff that you made or how you made it. And it's nice to have that reference to go back. Now, if you're saving just little embellishments, that's one thing. It takes up, you can store a bunch of those in a box. But if you are storing journals, holy moly, that will take up a lot more room, trust me. And I have a coffee trunk full of previously made journals. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm running out of room to save them. So I do tend, now what I make, I generally sell. It's part of my business. So, and I enjoy making and selling them now. So I do sell probably 90% of what I make now. I still make some things for myself. Different journals, different pouches, different ephemera storage items, different gifts for friends, things like that. So I would say probably 90% of what I make now I do sell. Yeah. And I like seeing other people get excited about junk journals and people making things related to junk journals. So there you go. And that is a great question, Victoria. Thank you for that. And now we have Mary McDermott says, do you remember the actress Jill Clayburgh? Your voice reminds me of her. Love your voice and humor. Watching your videos makes me smile. Oh, that is funny. I'm going to have to go listen to her voice. Yes, I definitely know who she is. And what was that movie she was in with Jack Nicholson? As Good as It Gets? Something like that. And then there was another one after it. But yeah, I love those movies. And I think she was in Woody Allen movies too, wasn't she? Am I remembering correctly? Oh, that's a blast from the past. I'll have to go look up some of those. I'm always looking for good movies and good shows to watch. Just finished watching The Watcher on Netflix. And then what did I start? Did I start something else? Yes. I'm still watching The Empress. But there's something else I just started. What was it? No, I can't remember. Oh. Too much going on. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Make a few more of these. These are fun. And you can do this. This doesn't have to be Braille paper, obviously. You could do this with scrapbook paper, book page, anything that you find interesting or intriguing, or just plain printer paper, and make some bases for yourself so that you can add maybe stamps or tickets or stickles dots or stickers, things like that, so that you have a bunch of these at the ready. Yeah. Okay, and all right, what time is it? Okay, no, it is time. Oh, hello, hold the presses. Hold the presses. It is time for the YouTube random comment picker. Now, hold on, I'm going to pop you out of here. Don't go hog wild on me. It's just not the easiest thing to pull up. Okay, hang on. Oh, goodness. Okay, you're out. Here we go. Cruising over here. Here we are, the random comment picker. Okay, so last week's video had 418 comments, so your odds are better than the lottery. And now we're going to pick a winner of the Scrappy Contest for today. Who is it going to be? Who's it going to be? Rebecca. There you go. There you go, Rebecca. So Rebecca, all you need to do is email me with your mailing address and that you won the Scrappy Contest, and I will go ahead and send that off to you.